to develop our industry sector to achieve your personal career goal. So your career plan is basically has been started from your childhood, and it will be finished after your retirement. So as a result, is a career path and career goal. You have already you have also a course of career planning and development. So in this way, all the courses of human resource planning, all the major courses of human resources, basically connecting to each other to link the organizational structure, goal, and achievement. So the business visions and values as a solid foundation for a strategy. These guarantees or warranties, they are highlighted in strategy discussions. So it's HR strategy and business strategy. How can we link in another way? A human resource strategy is a business's overall plan for managing its human capital. Already I have mentioned the term human capital. Okay, physical capital like building, machinery, equipment, etc. Financial instrument, and the human capital is the people, human resources. Okay, human capital to align it with its business activities. So you have capabilities as a human resources, but you will have to apply your knowledge, skill, and abilities with the guideline of the business plan, with the guideline of the business organization. So as a result, it will be aligned. You will be connecting with the parallelly. Okay. So the human resource strategy sets the direction for all the key areas of human resources, including hiring, and you will consider that hiring is related to the firing of the organizational employee. Hiring always related to the firing. You can invite the employees that I would like to fire. I would like to hire before firing. So without the performance of the organization employees, the hiring cannot be firing. So performance appraisal is important and measurement with the key KPI. KPI, key performance indicator. So there are different indicators and model can be applied to understand the performance of employee semi-annually or quarterly or by per month or yearly. So mainly yearly is considered as a performance appraisal, and that has been considered for performance appraisal for your career development, like promotion, like your increasing of increment and other benefits. Okay, so performance appraisal, employee or career development, and compensation, that is financial and non-financial different benefits. So what is the relationship of human resource to core business functions and strategy? So the question can be come out again: is HR strategy is HR strategy a business strategy? Is HR strategy a business strategy? HR strategy, I have already mentioned that under the business strategy, all of the different functional or coordinational strategies of different department of any organization or business houses considered as a accumulately a business strategy. So business strategy covered the all department strategies as a whole under the top level management's approval. So in the past, the HR department or considered as a also in different traditional organizations follow the administration department or the personnel department, not like HR department. So in the past, personnel administration was merely the processing of payroll related to the salary and other benefits issues and applications. How can apply this practices for any HR department and other department through the under the business strategy. So human resources strategy today's involve executive leadership. Who is the leader? The leader who can create the and supervision monitoring the employees as a teamwork. And another thing is that who is leader? Who lead the organization? Who lead the employees? Who lead the team? On the other hand, who create another leader for the next time for the organization to develop the business organization and the human resource division. Okay, so human resource strategy today's involve executive leadership teams conferring with human resource experts to develop complementary goals for human resources and the overall business. Okay, this is the another slide. What is the link between human resource management and the strategic human resource management? Already you may know that you have another make course is strategic human resource management. That's basically focusing on the only the strategic point of view. Okay, only the strategic point of view to apply the human resource planning and policy. Okay, for the long-term perspective and the short-term perspective. So human resource management implies the governance, good governance of manpower. That means human capital, human resources, the people, the key people, the skilled people, the knowledgeable people, manpower of the organization in a true and structured manner. Okay, and SHRM, that means strategic human resource management, is a managerial function which implies framing of HR strategies. How can we frame, how can we structure the HR strategies in such a way to direct employees' efforts toward the goals of the organization? That means how can employee utilize their knowledge, skill, and abilities for the organizational achievement of the achievement of the goals and targets. Next slide, you can see how do you link HR planning and strategic planning. Okay, I am giving the basic background on the issues. Then later we will come forward to the practical issues in the different industry and the country context. So how do you link HR planning and strategic planning? Strategic planning links HR management, okay, directly to the HR strategic plan of your organization. Again, strategic HR planning links or connects or aligns of the strategic management directly to the strategic plan of your organization. So no plan in the organization in the modern world, in developing or developed countries, no modern concept will not allow the plan without the strategy. So every company or every business houses will follow the plan with the strategy. And the prescribed strategy can also be reshuffled or changed in the different changing situation, like Corona period, or like any health issues, or like any environmental disaster, or any political change, or government change, or rules and regulation change. Plan may be reshuffled, strategy will be reshuffled, and new studies will be taken. So most mid and large-sized or large-scale organizations or companies have a strategic plan that guides, monitor, controls them in successfully meeting their missions. Every company run after the mission. So organizations or business houses routinely complete financial plans. That means finance and accounts departments also connecting with the HR department, the marketing department, R&D department, research department. That means the production department. Okay, so organizations routinely complete financial plans to ensure they achieve organizational goals. So how can we differentiate between human resource planning and strategic planning, connecting to the previous discussion? Okay, so there should be a distinction or differentiation can be made here. The HRM strategic plan is different from the HR plan. How? Think of the HRM strategic plan as the major objectives the organization wants to achieve. I have already mentioned earlier in previous discussion. While the HR plan consists of the detailed plans, yes, detailed plan to ensure the strategic plan that is achieved. So how HR can support business strategy? Yes. How can we link and how can we connect? If it is not supportive, we cannot be connected. Okay. So HR department will support the business strategy, but how? with people engaged, the strategy moves from mere words on paper to a blueprint for success. That means plan is only a blueprint. Okay, business design. How can we continue for success of the organizations? And people will be engaged to ensure or implement this blueprint or business design of the organization. HR or human resources can help solicit or identify employee feedback, employee ideas, reactions, and suggestions, prescriptions from the employees about what the strategy would be and how it should be implemented. This is the vice versa, both the parties from top to bottom and bottom to top level management connecting to each other to get the feedback and application of their policy and strategies for the business purpose. Now we can consider the areas or categories of business strategies. The slide, the PPT is showing.
Sir, please change the slide.
Is PPT showing? Not? Okay.
Okay,
yes.
thank you, sir.
Okay. Sometimes it is interactive. I will send the slide, no problem, for the students and others, and Professor Bhupesh will deliver through the email if possible. Okay. The slide is not important. The textbook is important, and a few research findings and papers. If you read at least the last 5 years key papers in the rank journal, you get the real scenario outside the book. Okay. So now the slide is showing. Okay. It is visible. Okay, visible for HR strategies. Anybody can respond, please?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes, sir,
Thank you. For HR strategies, okay. At first, we can see this chart, okay, or matrix. It is also visible. Bargain leverer is HR strategies. Bargain leverer HR strategies. Don't try to recite or memorize in your brain. Try to understand. You have a different courses like strategic management or the business strategy course in separate in PG or undergraduate level. So you will find the different leadership strategy. Cost-based leadership strategy is one of the important strategy that we are following, especially in the developing countries, to get the advantage for our customers, to minimize the cost and minimize the price of the product. Okay. So cost leadership, so bargain leverer is a strategy. That means external and cost leadership strategy is connecting. He is here. Organizations emphasize efficiency. Here, organizations emphasize on efficiency, emphasis on pattern of buying talent. How can you hire the talent? What type of talent you can acquire? Talent acquisition, talent hiring from inside the country or outside the country, from your localized area of Assam or any other place or state of the India or Bangladesh or South Asia or other countries. In case of foreign direct investment, you will find that there is a contract or condition from the donor agency that our foreign direct investment or loan or debt internationally will be under the condition that our expert will contribute in your project, in your organization. This is one kind of the talent acquisition process through the international organization. In this way, they are keeping their retention, their human resources in other countries and other organizations to make their value. And there is free agent HR strategy. It is also related to the external and differentiation strategy. Okay, organizations here give the emphasis on the distinctiveness. I will discuss on the issues in different slides from the other courses, other strategic marketing strategy courses slide. I will discuss on the later part. Okay, so keep please. Okay, keep your silence, passions, please. So organizations emphasize on the distinctiveness of the employees and emphasize on the pattern of buying talent. Okay, so this is the buying talent or hiring talent acquisition is based on the distinctiveness or uniqueness of the every employees. Every employee has a different uniqueness. Okay, so another is loyal soldier HR strategy. Loyal soldier, that means loyal. The human resources who are the loyal. This is the issues of the internal perspective and also related to the cost leadership strategy. So in this case, our business organizations or non-profit organizations will give the emphasis on the efficiency related to the bargaining leverer HR strategy. Okay, but emphasis on the pattern of making talent. How can we make the talent the loyal? Okay, how can we make the loyal? The brand and reputed companies make a talent as a loyal soldier. The talent or the employees or the human resources can be retained for the long run. The employee turnover will be minimized if we emphasize on the efficiency and the good benefit or the compensation or training or motivation and the support system for the soldiers like human resources. So these are the one kind of a strategy followed by different companies. Okay, another strategy is committed expert HR strategy. When we are committed, when we the expert committed HR strategy, that means is also part of the internal matter and also the part of the differentiation. Who has the expertise on what issues, what perspective. One has a expertise on the training issues, one has the expertise in the compensation management issues, one has the importance on the planning development issues, one has the one has the expertise on the career path development issues. In different perspective, how an expert can be developed in these issues. So organizations will give emphasis on the distinctiveness also the based on the expert issues who are committed to the organizations, who are committed to apply the business strategies and the HR strategies of the organization, connecting to the marketing strategy, connecting to the production and accounts and finance strategy, R&D strategy, and overall the business strategy of the organizations to achieve the organizational and corporate goals. So emphasis on the pattern of making talent also is a part of the expertise based on the experience, based on the learning, based on the competitive environment. You will have to consider also the competitors within the same or related industry and non-related industry, related company, non-related product producing company. So competition is important. In the competitive environment, your competitor, who is your competitor? Your competitor is your friend, not your enemy. Your competitor, how they take the strategy, and your strategy will be fit, match, take and apply, considering also your competitors' HR strategy, competitors' business strategy. Okay. Now, what are the best HR strategies? This is very difficult. What are the best HR strategies? But the practices in different organizations, in different perspective, through their achievement, through their experiences, through their learning in their different situation. So the theorists prescribe the 7 HR best practices in organizations, providing security to employees. How can you develop the security in terms of the ethical, moral, personal, social, different kind of security, not only the financial, non-financial issues connecting to each other for the employees' betterment. Not only the HR department, but also the all over the department of employees. I have already mentioned that all the organized people are the part of the human resources. So human resource department only maintain or manage the overall organizational structure and policy and the human resources, compensation, benefits, recruitment, training, selection, everything. All are the human resource issues. Another is selective hiring the right people. It is not an easy task. Hiring the right people at the right time at the right place. These are the easy term to in overall overall word of mouth communication, but in the real phenomena, in the real task in the organization, it is not easy task. So trial and error basis or the established practices can be applied to hire the right people from the right sources. And right sources means the from the university, from the colleges, graduates, from the third party organizations can also help to provide the right people to take the interview process, discussion, brainstorming in different way. You can hire the right people, the right salary, right benefits, etc. Self-managed and effective teams. It is also the another is a strategy. Teamwork in today's world, without the teamwork, one man or one person, one personal brand can can show a charisma for the time being, for the short run, but only the teamwork can give the achievement of the organizational goal for the short run and for the long run. So self-managed within the organizational management practices, good management practice, zero defect concept of Japanese concept, and other systematic approach and concept can be applied in this regard. The management concept, the
আগফালে বহি পেলাই মোবাইলটো টিপি আছে ইয়াৰ পৰা চব
connecting to these issues. The self-management is connecting to the also the beyond the boundary. Beyond the boundary, that means boundaryless organizational management practice. The worker or the employees can work from the different places, staying at home or any other suitable places, so that productivity is important in this regard. So it can minimize the cost, it can minimize the transport cost, other cost, time cost, and it can increase the value for the organizations. On the other hand, fair and performance-based compensation. So we'll consider that the fair and performance-based compensation. So every employee has not a equal performance. So different performance will earn the different compensation and benefit and support from the organizations. So employees will try to achieve their improve their performance with their zeal, with their attainment, with their learning process, and with their trying heart and soul from their commitment and spirit. Training in relevant skills. Every employees need the human resource need the development of skills with the different changing situation of the environment. That means organization, the flood, the benefit based organization, benefit for the organization, benefit for the employees, benefit for the directors, owners, the different employees of the levels. Making information easily accessible to those, well, human resource management, information management system, HRIS, human resource management, HRMIS, human resource management information system should be developed. Automation is necessary for every large scale and mid-level organizations, so that every human resources of the organizations can know what the changes is occurred, what policy is should be implemented, what the desire of the organization's top level management, and what the customers and other parties, stakeholders and suppliers, government organizations and other regulatory bodies are asking and sharing their information to improve the organization. So making information easily accessible to those who need it, whenever need it. Next, I will try to summarize the whole scenario, whole perspective, whole discussion within 2 or 3 or 4 slides. Please take your patience. Alignment, linkage, your note please on your notebook, so that we can share or the different professionals who have already participated in this session. Is PPT is showing here, this PPT?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The PPT is showing, but
I'm minimizing. Now it is okay. Okay. Now it is showing. I think it is showing. Okay.
yes, sir, it's showing.
Yes, it is. Okay, I have given bullet point, various points. Now I will connect the whole different points, different issues, our present discussion. Okay. If you confusion, you will note down. I will discuss on it further. No problem as far as I know. Again, I have mentioned the alignment and linkage between business and human resource strategy. Now, we have already discussed about the term of corporate strategy, the group of companies strategy, okay? Corporate vision, mission, goals and objectives. And there is business strategy, individual business, SBU. Under the corporate umbrella, you know already that you are matured enough, you are knowledgeable enough in different courses by your respected faculty members, that under the corporate umbrella group of business, every corporation has a different business unit. One business unit produce the one line of product and services. Okay, so SBU, strategic business unit, means every business unit will produce the one product, like cosmetics, like medicine, like cement, like watch, like computer, like food item, like fruit juice, etc. Okay, for example. And every this SBU, business unit, has a business plan, and it should have a business strategy. Okay, so every business unit has a different 4 or 5 or 6 coordinated or cross-functional department, like HR department, human resource department, marketing department, production department, R&D department, accounts and finance department, publication and other department, or any department can be developed by the company's policy. So these are, every department has an individual plan under the guideline of the business plan of the SBU. And every cross-functional department should have apply the plan to achieve the business plan and strategy. As a result, this cross-functional department will have the individual strategy to optimize the business strategy of the organization. That I have already discussed in the previous slides or moments. Again, human strategy is connecting with the distinctive capabilities of the organizations that will achieve or earn the superior customer value. Okay, superior customer value. This is another term I can mention here, the market driven strategy. In the today's world, every organizations should follow internally and externally in internal marketing with the employee-employer relationship, employee-employee relation. You also will learn the industrial relation course, conflict management course, career planning and development course. These are the course will also helpful to understand the total HR management knowledge, HR strategy and policy, and connecting to the also the corporate and business strategy. Okay, so distinctive capabilities will focus on the customer value, employee value, organizational value, both in the demand side and supply side. What I am trying to mention here, that this superior customer value is connecting to the department strategy, accounts and finance department strategy. All the strategies main focus on the customers, main focus on the stakeholders, those who are surrounding and the supporting for the organizations or the business. So nothing is disconnected to each other. Everything is connected to each other. So it is a multi-dimensional approach. You'll have to learn the issues of human studies, business studies, and other studies based on the distinctive capabilities of the employees of different department and the organization. And that is also the connecting to the employee productivity. Machine productivity depends on the employee productivity. You have already learned about the demand curve. You have already learned about the learning curve. Through the learning curve, you know that the efficient employees or labor of the organizations, okay, in factory, the production houses, has the employee like the name, the labor or worker, or who work directly with the machine, with the technology. Okay, so technology based HR management system should be developed and or has been developed in different organizations in recent days. Robotics and robot and robotics, artificial intelligence, other things has been considered is the tourism and hospitality management industry, food development industry, supply and delivery industry. Okay, and online production and delivery industry are also trying to use this kind of artificial intelligence, robot and other equipment, so that human resource should need to be skilled, trained up through connecting this, not only the textbook, not only the academic knowledge is not enough for working in the industry. We should take the different knowledge with the technology based, so that we can consider that productivity will be come out into the next level, in the more increasing level, and profit should not be our focus or goal at first level. If we consider that developed or motivated or efficient employees, trained employees, human resources, labor, and the total overall business operation can be applied, the productivity will be occurred, product will be considered, or service will be considered for the customers, the value orientation, then automatically the profit will be come out, the revenue will be come out, then salary, benefit, other compensation will be automatically increased according to the policy, similarly within the organizational boundary. So marketing strategy, production strategy, I have already mentioned the connectivity, and cross-functional coordination is necessary. There are many in developing countries, many low-profile companies, domestic companies, firms are not related to the coordination. They are not coordinated. We sometimes following the blame game theory, apply the blame game theory, and performance based on the individual employee will not be a cross-functional coordination. So cross-functional coordination is related to from one department to another department, from functional department, among the functional department, from top to bottom, bottom to top, from mid-level to lower level, mid-level to upper level, and even every level employees or officers or managerial people, those who are connected to the employees and stakeholders, also be connected and coordinated with real and right information based on the research. Continuous research is necessary, and many companies are trying to following the research, but unfortunately in Bangladesh, India, or many other developing countries, they are not doing the continuous research. They think that research is a wastage of money, but research is an opportunity to get the real continuous qualitative and quantitative research, the right information for our good decision making, for making a good plan, and to make the good strategy or best strategy for the organizations, considering the competitors and other allies. Internal external environment, we'll have to consider. Internal environment is connecting to the basically the human resource, human being within the organizations, and not only that, internal employees, and also the customers, suppliers, and also the in different books. Internal environment is considered your from customer to organization, and organization to customer, and the supporting organizations and companies are also associated with this. But external environment is connecting to the natural environment, political environment, social environment, religious governments, rules and regulations, economic environment, other things related to this external environment. So changing of the external internal environment, our business strategy and human strategy and all other department strategy will have to be changed or adjust or, for the necessity. Then employee orientation, customer orientation, I have already mentioned. I have already mentioned the issue of income, revenue, and profit. I have already mentioned regarding the employee welfare. Employee welfare is necessary. Not only the company business profit and goal, employee welfare. How can we develop the business welfare, company welfare, and employee welfare, customer welfare? So all of the welfares should be ensured by the planning and strategy development and application within the good practices of the organizations. And business goals and HR goals are connecting to each other. So if you set up the business goal like 5%, 10% profit, or increasing the 10% market share of the organizations, so your HR goal should be fit or match or rearrange in the new form. In this way, what are the human resources will be applied, how they have hired, how many number of employees will be recruited, trained up to achieve this goal according to necessity of the customers, the stakeholders, and subordinates. We'll also consider the employee benefit connecting to the organizational strategy and also the employee strategy, because of HR department will make a plan, will make a strategy, but every plan and strategy will be approved by the top level management, board of directors of the company, and chairman, MD, and other person will contribute in favor of the board of directors and the top level management. So and also it will be approved by the shareholders or the owner of the organizations. Incentive, employee retention strategy through the different we consider the right person at the right time at the right place with the right benefits according to the ability of the organizations, according to the ability of the consumers, according to the ability of the value generation or value migration of the business houses or the production and other department. So employee retention strategy can be developed for your organizations. Employee turnover can be minimized. Employee turnover sometimes may be helpful. It is contradictory, it is questionable, but normally employee turnover should be minimized so that continuous and fixed employees will consider with the training for more profit, more employability opportunity for the next graduates for in industry. Another is very important question. You will find that the recent research in South Asia, that means in Bangladesh, most of the employees workers work in 5 to 6 days and 49 hours per week, where India 42 to 3 hours, 39 hours in Pakistan and other countries. So in that case, the work flexibility is important. Working from home or hybrid mode is a new form of platform. As a visiting faculty member, I cannot easily go without the visa to the ashram or your premises or college campus. But through the Google Meet platform, Zoom, Microsoft Team, and other online platform has given the opportunity to share this opportunity to work with you or each other. So that is the efficiency of employees can be utilized to minimize the time and cost. So working from home has given the opportunity, especially in case where employees or worker is very much necessary to product. Otherwise, in most of the managerial work, most of the connecting work through the application software, apps, development, human resource, and customer, different companies has already developed the application software where supplier, where customer, where order provider, all may be connected to each other. Even stock management Overall stock management, stock in, stock out, can also be learned from buyer and seller. Both the side, demands and supply side, can be meet up through the working from home. So in service sector and most of the cases the education sector, working from home, especially engineering sector, physician or doctor, hospital sector, medical sector, health sector, sometimes physical evidence or physical face-to-face communication is necessary to provide the service and producing the products. But otherwise, in many cases, in today's world, from America, you know that the freelancing work, in this way, digital marketing has already been connecting for the skilled people, so that they are working from home or staying from anywhere. You may working from in any staying in a transport or outside your home or any places except your working place. And hybrid mode means that means you can work can be done through the online mode. So in this way, online mode and both the hybrid mode can be helpful to wastage our time of traffic jam, transport cost, and our energy, our declining of our any kind of ability, and depression, work stress can be minimized. Okay. Another thing is that counseling is important for the employees in our strategy. Counseling for the human resources. In case of different organizations, when employees are not getting the strength to work in a clumsy situation, different bossing mentality mood, not working and friendly environment. So counseling is necessary. So through this counseling, employees can get the revive their vitality of the employees' ability for the organizations to get to achieve the organ strategy or business strategy. Now, how can a company like Google, like airlines company of US Airlines or the Singapore Airlines, they using the brainstorming, training, motivation, career development. Regular HR audit is necessary also to apply the strategy and HR plan of any organizations and business plan. So HR audit is necessary. Key performance indicator and the software, application software can be helpful to identify the human resource development strategy. So I will now finalize the session. Hope I will share another slide for summarize the issues at last. Stop sharing. Another slide I am going to, or connecting to relate the issues from the another window. Imperatives. Yes, it is going to be shared. I have already tried to discuss the most of the issues. How can we connect or make linkage the human resource strategy and business strategy? Now I will focus on the overall issues in different form, in different perspective. Just take the patience. Full screen. Okay. I have already mentioned about the market driven strategy. Okay, the market driven strategy is basically the strategy will be depending on the market or customer. So marketing and HR, all are the departments, human resources or business company will focus on the customer, focus on the client, those who are the beneficiary of the organizational product or services. So pivotal role of market-driven strategy in designing and implementing business and marketing strategies. Links between business and marketing and HR and corporate strategy. challenge in the modern environment. I have already discussed the issues. So this is the important term is here for becoming a market driven or market oriented. The company, whole human resources, whole organizations will have to be becoming market oriented. How can we be market oriented? If we want to be a market oriented, we'll focus on the customer focus. We'll have to focus on the computer intelligence. We'll have to focus on the cross-functional coordination. Cross-functional, I have already discussed. And performance implication, I have already discussed the issues. So in this way, the HR department, in their policy and strategy, they will become the market orientation and make the company market oriented for the determining with the determining of the distinctive capabilities of the employees. I have already mentioned the issues. I have already mentioned the issues of this diagram of customer value and the capabilities match. Capabilities match, that means the employees' capability will have to match what the value is going to be developed by the organization or company or business houses through their business plan and strategy. So business customer value and capabilities of the employees, organizational human resources will have to be matched. If that is matched, our achieving performance, superior performance will be achieved. Where performance, superior performance of the employees will be achieved, and the customer superior value will be generated. Understand, my dear students and friends? How can we becoming market oriented? Has already been discussed. Already, customer will be the focal point of the organization. Commitment of the continuous creation of the superior customer value, I have already mentioned. Superior skills in understanding and satisfying customers requires involvement and support of the entire workforce. Monitor rapidly changing customer needs and wants, determining the impact of changes on customer satisfaction.